episode begins and it looks like another normal day in London. Jinwoo puts his dirty fingers in his mouth and is about to end him faster than Sony did Concord. Oi, oi, oi. Just like whenever you hear a female's voice in Discord, Jinwoo completely changes his demeanor. He pulls off her helmet and she looks like something the interspecies reviewers have enjoyed. He decides to spare her, but me personally, I would have thrown down on her the same way Ninja Turtle did with that guy girl. The moment he turns his back, this John tries murdering him and has the audacity to pretend and beg for his forgiveness. Don't wait till February 26th, some people deserve to be slimed sooner. With zero hesitation, she tells him she knows the permit's locations to access the other floors, folding almost as fast as your fat homie would if he gets caught and we offer him a chicken deluxe. W pressed by him. Me personally, I would have given her a wedgie at least, but this is alright. Cut to the outside and by god, the Hunter x Hunter verse got so sick with the delays, they decided to invade another anime completely. We see the Chimera Ant Queen chowing down on some human grub and wrecking a mall district. Jinwoo begins questioning the elf, trying to see if he can get more information about the system. She tells him before they were in the demon realm, and when they got here they finally came to their senses. She starts bugging out like a crackhead on the subway, telling him all the demons united to fight a formidable enemy who's so strong it would take their combined might. The system takes over and silences her. The one singular ant that came over caused immense damage, killing hundreds of civilians and some hunters. It took the strength of an A-class hunter to finally kill it. The chairman announces the fourth raid on Jeju Island. Jinwoo shows up to find Shit's house, but the dad is disgusted by what she's brought home. Reminds me of when I went to meet my Korean girl's parents. Like a good father, he can sense how many bodies this man has had. I ain't talking about his soldiers. I know he went crazy in that hospital and the school. Alucard knows Jinwoo is the real demon on the streets and he can't defeat him, so he gives him the scroll, but Jinwoo's feeling extra disrespectful and he tells him,
I'm Tyrone, and I came to fuck your wife, or fuck you.
Got her blushing and stuff in front of Papa. Meanwhile, the association are cutting up and analyzing the type of food that "Where's my man?" girl is eating from that Drewski video. She asks why did he spare her and her family, and he says,
I like you and I want you.
We get a small montage of him clearing through the levels on the 90th floor. Supposedly the difficulty increased a ton, but it's still looking like light work for our boy. They reach the 1000th floor, and unless my eyes have deceived me, is that the nameless king? Baran opens up with his summons, completely enshrouding them both. This is probably the strongest army he's versed in terms of both power and numbers. Jinwoo lets him know he's got real demons out here too. We get a fire moment of Ice Bear, Tank, Egress and Tusk just completely styling on their opponents. They decide to go aura for aura. Baran charges an energy blast into his Jalupa and spits it up like Triple H. It electrifies the clouds and it rains down onto his army. Jinwoo summons them back, but he's about to run out of blue flasks very soon. He charges in, popping some incantation buffs and tries to clip the dragon's wings. Even whilst invisible, Baran still lets him know he can see him. He flings him into the ground and tries finishing him with his Kaiju energy blast. His mage counters back with his own spell and wins the beam clash. Whilst distracted, Jinwoo throws a tomahawk that manages to decapitate the dragon, initiating phase 2 of the fight. You know he felt tough saying this. Probably spent hours thinking of his caption to throw onto the gram. The two sides are thugging it out. Jinwoo's under constant pressure, so he's unable to pop a flask to restore his MP. Baran begins overwhelming his best troopers, winning the energy clash against Tusk and swatting away Tank like he's nothing. Egress and Jinwoo rush in and double team him, but Baran somehow blocks them both, grabbing J-Dog by his hair like he's his nephew. He goes for the decapitation game ender, but his soldiers stop him and hold back the sword. Jinwoo stabs him with the chains of Olympus and Tusk puts him in the full Nelson. Under no circumstances should you let another man put you in this hold. Baran uses his energy beam to wipe them all out, leaving just him and Jinwoo left. Rain pouring, baddie on the sidelines. Yeah, this is about to be tough. Let the squabble commence. We get some Obito and Kakashi type angles. They're clashing and wanging. They're giving us fast moments, slow-mos. I wouldn't be mad if this won anime of the year again. I mean, Luke, Jinwoo is literally using spin jutsu. This is what I'm talking about. Buildings quaking, my legs are shaking. This is anime. Baran finds an opening by deflecting both of his blades and fires another Godzilla beam. He sort of tanks it but loses both blades in the process. Baran sees the opportunity and smacks down his fang down the middle, winning our goat, but he gets a hold of both wrists. Guys, look at this rain. Back to the wrist grabbing, kind of a sped move considering his strongest attack comes from his mouth. Coming in like Moomin Rider, Alf Girl throws throws a blade to distract Baran, and he's like, bet, I want you to hold all 8 inches of my power. Like a true Dark Souls player, he invests all his levels into strength, pops his ruler's hand ability, and straight up rips his arms off him, turning him into rotisserie chicken. He tries to drop a game-ending bomb on both of them, but we see the animation change. He's about to go plus ultra. Jinwoo hits an uppercut of all time. Look at him, he's seeing God right now. He's just relived every moment of his life in those 2 seconds. He quite literally punched the soul out of him. Not even a minute later, this motherfucker stayed aura farming, telling her he did this all for her, baby girl, just like I made this video for you, my baby boy.